Fans of the hit show Jeopardy most commonly refer to it by this name. Thunder, what is the worst thing ever? That is a highly subjective question. Everyone has their own answers for what they think is the worst thing ever. Maybe it's a daily inconvenience like bad Wi-Fi. Maybe it's something natural like hurricanes. Perhaps it's an abstract concept like unemployment. Or it could even be an exact object, place, or person. But not that guy though, he's cool. Get the fuck out. Why? I gave the right answer. I'll take his life for 1,000, mate. Well, Alex already lost his, so joke's on you. Show some respect to me, because I'm gonna answer that question as objectively as possible today. How, you may ask? Well, initially I planned to visit all 7 or 8 billion people in the world, ask for their opinions, and run through the most popular votes. But my own family refused and told me to just use the internet. Going door to door just wouldn't cut it. More people have internet than a door. That brings me here. My new plan is to go through several websites with a rating system and find the lowest scoring items on each one. I'm not gonna check them out unless I've already seen it before. I'm just here to present facts. Let's get the most boring one out of the way first. Books. I don't like them all too much. People always say, show, don't tell. Yet books do nothing but tell. Books that actually show are almost always made for little kids. Goodreads. The bottom, at 2.13, is a Spanish book whose title roughly translates 2 kisses between the lines. I couldn't even read this book if I wanted to. What a great start. The plot summary implies that if you read books, you have no social life. Which is probably true, but Goodreads users are not having it. Neither are they having an organized website. This list isn't sorted by rating, it's sorted by number of votes. I assumed it was the lowest rated since it was number 1, but no. The true lowest rated is Reaper's Creek by Onision. If you don't know who Onision is, that's who he is. Wow, not even the shittiest of books are all that interesting. Here's something I'm familiar with. I actually listen to music, so maybe this'll be more fun. Rate your music. Alright, I give my music 5 stars because I made it. This time it's an official list by the site itself. That's more like it. At 0.63, The Crown goes to Nostalgia Critic's parody of Pink Floyd's The Wall. I fucking love me some Pink Floyd. People make fun of me for loving them because pink is a little girl's color and I'm a man. From what I can tell, Pink Floyd is unfairly looked down upon by the public, so I assume people are confusing this for the real version. That's the only explanation I can think of. Fucking give Pink Floyd a chance for once. Fucking damn it. Who knows, this might even be a guerrilla campaign to make Pink Floyd look even worse. The only site to give Pink Floyd some respect is also ass backwards enough to not put the lowest rated at number 1, Daddy by Tom Sawyer at 0.55. I can get behind this one, cause I also hate my dad. Why is Ronald Reagan's speech about healthcare in here? That's not music. Politics aside, why would you go after someone who's dead? The first interaction is from 2008. Ronald Reagan died in 2004. I hope he doesn't see this. He'll be pissed. I could also go into the singles and mixtapes or whatever, but they're not as important. What is important is checking out the other sites. Metacritic. This shit show of a site literally gives critics priority based on how popular they are. And the user reviews are just as useless because they're incredibly easy to manipulate. I probably shouldn't even cover this because nobody should listen to this site. You shouldn't listen to a website, you should listen to music. Possibly even bad music, like Playing with Fire by Kevin Federline, the lowest rated album by critics. Kevin Federline is the infamous ex-husband of Britney Spears who used her to promote his music. Don't critics make a living off of being used for advertising? You'd think they'd be all for him. Speaking of users, for their lowest rated, it's I Soulja Boy Tell 'em. No, I do not Soulja Boy Tell 'em. The follow-up to SouljaBoyTell'em.com was produced with Mr. Colapark and Hello Da Dawn. These are some of the most generic and lazy descriptions of anything I've ever seen. Music being on Metacritic is clearly an afterthought. The site itself is an afterthought. It's an afterthought. The lowest rated music, though, overall I'd say it's a beforethought. Wasn't all too boring. If there's something that people just cannot form their own opinions on, it's movies. Because there are a bunch of movie review sites. IMDb being the most famous one. Look at this, you gotta look at the top 100 first before you can look at the bottom 100. It's like they're warning you. Don't go here, just watch what we want you to watch. We are here to dictate your choices in entertainment. Now this is perfect. It starts from the top, bottom. God damn it, this is confusing. It's in order of rating this time, finally. And the lowest rated... I'm not scrolling, that's too much effort. The lowest rated movie at 2.0 is a tie between Super Babies, Baby Geniuses 2, and Disaster Movie. I guess that's fitting because the movies on this list are for babies and they're disasters. In other words, just like Letterboxd. Can I just take a moment and say that I absolutely fucking hate this trend of spelling words wrong intentionally to make a brand name sound cooler? I fail in English class, I get this. Google fails in English class, they get this. It's not fair. At all. In fact, I'd personally consider it to be the worst thing ever. But as for what Letterboxd users consider to be the worst thing ever, Kirk Cameron saving Christmas at 0.8. I assume it's because Kirk Cameron failed to save Christmas. No wonder December's been a shit month for the past few years. But come on, cut Kirk some slack. Saving a holiday celebrated by billions of people can't be easy. Tied with it are Dragon Ball Evolution and Potato Salad Don't Ask. Dragon Ball and Potato Salad, however, don't have holidays to ruin like Christmas, so they fall behind. How about Rotten Tomatoes? 43-way tie for 0%. I'm not reading that. Lighten up, Rotten Tomatoes. Do you enjoy anything? I want to go back to Metacritic now. Oh, fucking give me a second. Alright, movies aren't tossed aside like the music is, so maybe that'll change things. For critics, only a 6-way tie between Death of a Nation, Chaos, Biodome, United Passions, the Garbage Pail Kids movie, and The Singing Forest, with 1 point each. That's a little more optimistic. For users, Unpregnant. Okay, it's a road trip comedy about a teenage pregnancy. Are they jealous of the characters for losing their virginity early on in life? Probably, but the real reason is that Metacritic users are extremely against abortion. The 6th lowest rated also glorifies it, while the 2nd highest rated is pro-life. Really, all this shows is that decentralizing movie review sites just makes them worse. There wasn't that much material to work with. Quality over quantity, always. I don't watch anime, or any cartoons for that matter. I'm already a professional artist myself, why should I when I can make them? If I wanted to watch The Lion King, I wouldn't waste money on buying the movie. I'd recreate it myself. I probably wouldn't have even included it if my anime list wasn't a thing. And no, the anime list is not yours, you piece of shit. Learn to share. And learn how to code in page numbers while you're at it. All you can do is go forward 1 or back 1. And there's no options for sorting beyond highest first. I guess this anime list is yours because only you can make something so broken. I'm gonna be here all day. I'll just skip to 10,000. 5s, that's nothing. How about a funny number, 69,000? You like my humor, don't you, MAL? Okay, 15,000. No ratings, at all. I seem to have discovered the purgatory of anime nobody has seen. Perhaps there's some hidden gems in here. So many works of art that have gone undocumented. I could explore this void for hours. It's otherworldly. It leaves me wondering about the anime so obscure it isn't even on this site. There it is. Aerial Condemnation Skelter Heaven. I went through all that trouble for this. I think I'll continue not caring about anime. TV is fucking bullshit. For every other medium, a rating is how good you think something is. For television, however, a rating means a viewer. Breaking Bad got 10 million ratings. Okay, sure, that is a genocide. Back to IMDb. This time there is no official list. So your best bet is to fiddle around with the URL, adding various filters to get a good list. I just went with 300 ratings or more. IMDb ratings. That gives us a 7-way tie between Pop Cultured, Attaway General, Racket Boys, Simar's In-Laws, Sauce Garden Life, I think, Love in the Wind, and Second Inning. How many languages have I learned today? Guess I don't need Duolingo when I have the worst things ever. If anything, they should swap their names. Because these shows are so obscure they go unmoderated, people have added interesting descriptions. Show host Elvira Kerr and her cronies embark on a journey of suck the likes of which the world has never seen. Daniel Keem reports about news on Twitter and YouTube while trying to be better and lose more weight than scarce. This is a YouTube show, it doesn't belong here. Oh, right, Metacritic. Critics, half-hour news hour, users, Goop Lab with Gwyneth Paltrow. Who gives a shit? Reading descriptions is infinitely more fun. Is that show called Among Us? Alright, fine, let's move on to video games. Video games don't have any good rating sites, which is weird considering they're leagues more popular than just about every other medium. Now Steam does have user reviews, but it was designed for playing games, not reviewing them. Hey, what's your Steam name? I want to write a review of Counter-Strike with you. Nobody thinks this way. Just like how nobody thinks Urban War Defense is good. Only 14% positive. It looks like if you bought the game off of a bundle, your copy would have been stolen from you. There is a positive review from beforehand, so maybe this is an okay game. Too bad the developer had to inject neurotoxins and scam people. Even then, it still didn't fuck up as badly as Europa Universalis 4's Leviathan DLC. This is the lowest rated product on all of Steam. And this isn't some independent work made with Zimbabwe money. This is a major studio and a very popular game. It's nice to see that even now where it feels like consumerism is at its absolute worst, people are willing to tell corporations to pull their heads out of their asses. If only there was a website for telling that to game publishers. Best I could find was... No, we are not doing this again. Well, to its credit, Backlogged has a lot of features that could rival Letterboxd, done friends. Only problem? Nobody uses it. The most popular game on the site, Minecraft, barely cracks 9,000 players. But alright, maybe I'd rather be in a group with 5 humans than 5 million subhumans. As stated earlier, quality over quantity. What is their worst game? Superman. It's commonly known as Superman 64, but here it's literally just called Superman. Sounds like it's referring to Superman himself. Which it should. Because fuck that guy. He's an asshole. He ruined my day. I was having a good day until I remembered that Superman exists. I'll kick his ass. I don't even need those green rocks. I have my fists. I'll kill Superman. I hate Superman. Alternatively, for the final time, Metacritic. At 11 points from critics, Family Party, 30 Great Games, Obstacle Arcade. That's a mouthful. No, wait, that's not enough. I mean, Family Party, 30 Great Games, Obstacle Arcade, Platform Wii U, December 4th, 2012. Family Party, 30 Great Games, Obstacle Arcade brings home wacky and wild competitions for kids of all ages. Nailed it. For user reviews, Madden NFL 21 at 0.2, specifically the PS4 version, but other consoles aren't too far off. Innovative new gameplay, this is Madden who wrote this. I really hope they're joking when they say innovate. I should have known. God damn it, Superman. I really hope you recognize that your existence is actively undoing everything the human race has accomplished in the past million or so years. So yeah, of all the subjects covered, I'd say these ratings are the ones I agree with the most. Probably because there's no good rating site, but whatever. In March of this year, YouTube announced that they would hide the dislike counter from the public so that only the uploader could see how much they fucked up. Obviously, this is not a good idea at all, so the backlash was pretty immense. It has been months by this point, and nothing has changed, so it does look like they've dropped the idea altogether, but who knows. Anyway, the most hated video on the site, a record that will probably stay if dislikes do get removed, is the site itself. YouTube Rewind 2018, everyone controls Rewind. Damn, this brings back memories. You see, I was an early adopter on this video. I was there before it even premiered. I was there when it had a positive like to dislike ratio. I glanced at the description. I recognized very few names. The names I did recognize were exactly the type of people to look at this and say, yes, I want to be here. A majority of them not even being from YouTube. I did not see anyone who actually contributed to the damn site that year. So I clicked dislike. All before the video even started. This is one of my biggest life accomplishments. I'm cool with that. When it finally played, it did not disappoint. And neither did the response. When was the last time 19 million people came together to shit on something? This is a spectacle. No wonder YouTube wants to tear it down. What I wonder is, who are the 3 million poor souls who liked this? How could you think this was even remotely passable? It'd have to be the combined efforts of Helen Keller, Stevie Wonder, Ray Charles, Beethoven, and Superman, all making burner accounts. That brings the dislike counter to a measly 86%. Try 96%. This is the worst ratio of all the videos in the top 50 most disliked. The official trailer for Netflix's Cuties. This is a film about an 11-year-old joining a twerking dance crew. That's all you need to know. What the actual fuck? The rewind may be terrible, but at least it didn't involve actual criminal activity. Well, that's what my local police told me when I reported it. They could be wrong, who knows? But that still pales in comparison to this next video. The worst ratio on all of YouTube, that isn't just an unlisted video with 0 likes and 1 dislike, is YouTube again. 99.6% dislikes. We're getting into decimals. The CEO of YouTube winning the Free Expression Award in an award show sponsored by YouTube. Maybe the award is deserved if they're allowing a masturbation video on the platform. I thought those were only for porn sites. It honestly just boggles my mind that YouTube is so out of touch with the public that they set not 1, but 2 dislike records on their own site. You can tell that in the back of their head, Freedom Forum wants to disable ratings and comments so badly. But they can't, because they'd fuel the fire even more. My motto in life has always been, if criticism is disabled, you are too. What else can I say, other than, I am so proud of this community. So this is what society deems to be the worst things ever made. A good chunk of these I know next to nothing about, so I'll just be a sheep in the herd and say I agree. Everything here sucks. And I mean everything here. This desktop sucks. This taskbar sucks. GIMP sucks. Gordon Freeman sucks. Brave sucks. Black Ops 4 sucks. Handbrake sucks. ShareX sucks.